Happy Sunday. Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. Today I have a book review of Pines by Blake Crouch. This is book number 1 in the Wayward Pines trilogy. It was published in 2012. This is in the genre of mystery, sci-fi, and thriller. The overview of the story is around FBI agent Ethan Burke. He is investigating the disappearance of 2 FBI service people, and he wakes up in the town of Wayward Pines, and he has no recollection of why he is there. And as he's being treated, he comes across that things just don't seem right. He doesn't have ID, doesn't have any of his credentials. They don't know who he is, and the psychologist and the nurse, they're trying to help him, but things just seem off. And so as he leaves the hospital and goes about the town trying to figure out what's going on, he realizes that even the townspeople seem off, and something just doesn't sit right with him. And so the more and more he tries to uncover what's going on and why he's there, he has flashbacks to former pieces of his life with his family, and some of the fractured relationships that he had, and as well as flashbacks to his time in war and when he was captured and tortured. And so I really enjoyed the kind of that storytelling. It kept the story very fresh, kept jumping from one interesting plot thread to another, and it really tied together very well. As Ethan grows increasingly alarmed with the town, he realizes, escape is not possible, and he uncovers like the town seems to be under some type of surveillance. And so as he's starting to figure these things out, the more and more he goes about it, the more and more he feels very unsettled by everything. And that's when the story kind of really takes off. I enjoyed several different characters. Obviously, Ethan as the main protagonist. I enjoyed Teresa, his wife, Ben, the son, even though he's very limited in his exposure in this section of the trilogy. I enjoyed David Pilchner. I enjoyed Sheriff Pope and Nurse Pam. I thought they were all really good supporting characters. And so in terms of other things that I liked, I thought the setting was very vivid, very eerie, and it really creates a sense of impending doom. And so you're really kind of pulling for Ethan as a character. The flashbacks to the torture scenes and what he went through as a service officer after he was a helicopter pilot and their helicopter was shot down and he was one of the sole survivors, I thought was really, really well done. And it definitely had substance into the story. It just made sense. And so I really thought Crouch did a really good job. I also thought Crouch, in terms of writing, did a really good job with the other supporting characters, because he wrote them in a very opaque, kind of offhanded approach, and there's a reason for that, and that reason kind of evolves as the story gets, you slowly look behind the curtain, so to speak, towards the end, and you get this huge reveal, and you kind of start to understand the overarching story and why this is going to be a trilogy, and it's very interesting. And definitely one of the main themes here in this story is around what levels, how far man will go to secure the species and humanity. And that's definitely one of the themes. Obviously, you get to understand that towards the end, and it's done in a very, 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 I would say almost offhanded way, but it has a huge anchor in the story. Again, if you read it, you'll understand what I mean. The pace of the book is outstanding. I mean, you can really, consume this thing in probably 2 or 3 sittings. It's that good. Crouch, I did some research. Crouch really credited Twin Peaks, the show Twin Peaks, for this kind of the inspiration for this series, this trilogy. And so I can see that in watching some of Twin Peaks way back when. I can definitely see some similarities here. And so I really, really enjoyed this. Again, this is a reread for me. I thought it was really good. I had no dislikes. I flew through this thing really quickly. I think I consumed this in 2 days, over the course of 2 days. So In terms of excerpts, I thought the best one was Crouch quotes Michael Crichton from Jurassic Park, and when he says, you think man can destroy the planet? What an intoxicating vanity. Earth has survived everything in its time. To the Earth, a million years is nothing. The planet lives and breathes on a much vaster scale. We have been residents here for a blink of an eye. And that definitely kind of really suits very well and pairs very well with the story. In terms of rating, I give this a 4.5. I thought it's great. Highly recommend you check out Blake Crouch as a writer. Definitely check out Pines, the Wayward Pines trilogy. I think you will not be disappointed, especially if you like thrillers, page turners, quick reads. I think this is right up your alley. I'm definitely looking forward to book 2 and book 3 of this reread. So I hope you're having a great Sunday, and I will talk to you later. Thanks.